Hello, everybody. We're trying something new this evening. Members only, but I don't know how it's going to turn out because I'm running it through StreamYard. So if it doesn't work out, we're still going to talk about a few things so people can see it in the future or even right now. So hopefully, members only or not, we're running a live stream right now. And welcome. We're going to be talking about the IPOs this past week, investment strategies. I'm going to put a few things up on the screen. We're going to see how many people can join in. So we'll talk about it in a second. But first, stop struggling now. Gear. Of course, check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And I'm happy to see Mr. Evans is in the house this evening. And once again, he has that icon next to his name, so I know he's a member of the channel. This was originally supposed to be for members only, but I have no way of telling if only members can see this or if everybody can see it, because this is the first time I've tried this, running it through StreamYard. And by the way, this StreamYard, it's free, ladies and gentlemen. You can stream to 2 places for free initially. If you want to go to 3 or more, then you got to pay a monthly fee. Anyway, it's not that hard to use, and it's easy to figure out and configure. So anyhow, tonight, we got to talk about this. Mr. Evans, I know you got in on some of this IPO action probably. You'll have to let me know. But it's kind of disgusting. Everything was double or triple what the big boys could buy it for prior to the IPO. Nothing came out directly, such as Airbnb today was going to be $60 to $65, $68. Well, the big boys could buy it at that, but when it came out, it was like, what, $150? Out of control. Curtis Davis, welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here. And you have that icon next to your name, so maybe only people with the icons can be in the chat room. I don't know yet, but we're about to find out. So members only, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. And thank you all the way around for being here. Now, let's talk about what happened this past week. We had first DoorDash. And I'm going to bring it to the screen. Let me see if I can get it up here real fast. I blew it because I took it back down, I think. Yeah, I did. I took it back down. But it's okay. We'll get it up. We'll get this rocking and rolling. Okay. Look at this. DoorDash. 3 billionaires, the founders, the owners, all 3, each got 2.8 billion. They're all worth 2.8 billion right now. 3 more billionaires. There's only around 3,800 billionaires on the planet. Now, some of you might have thought you were going to be able to get in on this at 102. Right. We can all hope. Well, as you know, it came out at what, 180, 182? So all the billionaires, all the millionaires, all the top 10 percenters who invested, they got their money. They're winners. The rest of us, like I said in the motivational video yesterday, the rest of us are left holding the bag. So we had to buy at 182. It went all the way up to what, 190, somewhere around there. Intraday, 195. There we go, 52-week high. 195. Now look, it's 186. So depending on when you bought, but again, these are long-term plays. I personally didn't buy into DoorDash. I just have a problem with DoorDash, being that I just don't get it. That's the bottom line to the story. The reason why I don't get it is, I'm going to show you right now. Here's the difference. This right here is Uber, who has Uber Eats. And just so you know, DoorDash DoorDash has 45% of the delivery market in the U.S. So Uber, with the acquisition of Postmates, has 35% of the market. So somebody's going to have to explain, and this is why you start seeing this uptrend on Uber, because Uber has car delivery and food delivery. And can you guys hear me now? Let me know. Think we got lost sound there for a second because I saw on the mute channel. All right, let me know if you can hear me. Thank you for letting me know, Curtis Davis. But anyhow, like I was saying, if you didn't hear what I was saying, let me go back about the holding company and operating companies. If you didn't hear what I was talking about, well, hopefully you can hear me now. Let me know. Should be live, should be hot. Let me know if you can hear me. I got something that flashed on the screen saying they couldn't hear me. All right, good, glad. Bishop Jeffrey Mustafa, welcome to the live stream from Buffalo, New York. Glad to see you here. Curtis Davis, can you hear me? Number one. Okay, we're good. We're hot. We're live. All right, now let's get back to Mr. Evans putting in his holding company and operating company so I can take advantage of these tax benefits and asset protection. All right, well, you can do it any way you want to. But you're going to let me know if you're going to set up the holding company and who's going to be holding your 401k. How you going to be setting that up? Let me know. Because you can actually set it up already if you already have the holding companies. But that's a whole nother story. We can't get into that right now. But let's go. DT Trade Line, glad to see you this evening. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, everybody. Glad to see you. Anything is on the table, but we're going to be talking about these investments for this week. Let's talk about the other IPOs that have happened. We'll get into those as well. Let's talk about the one that's under the radar that's actually winning. So let me know if any of you got in on the C3, which is an AI company. You guys know how we do this. This is part of the future, right? This is going to be the future. AI, artificial intelligence, autonomous driving, EV electric vehicles, all of this is on the table. So C3 at 126. This is like one of the only places. They started out at 99. It ended the day yesterday, and it went up about another 25. That's 25% on your money. Haha, Mr. Evans, a little guy. Woo, Mr. Evans. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. All right. You know how this is, the no guru zone. All right. Plus the fact you're a member, so we can talk about it. Let's go. So let me get this off the screen here. Market watch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. It opened at $100. So people could have got in for $100. And then it closed. Today it closed. It's after hours, right? Well, now it's way after hours. But you can see what happened. 126.50. They're down 350. This is a nice play, long-term play. And what people don't know is C3, they actually play with the big boys already. They're not going like a Airbnb who may acquire somebody else now because they're worth $100 billion. C3 already works with major players in the industry. So everybody's using them, major players, Tesla, Apple, people like that. They have business dealings with. So their stock should actually be almost double what this is right now. So that's my opinion, of course. Let me know what you guys think, because this is going to be an easy play as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's see what we got here. Do you know where I can buy cryptocurrencies with credit card in USA, New York? Coinbase. It's about the only place I know. Coinbase will allow you to load with your debit, credit card, ACH. That's about it. Coinbase. I need a little guidance, honestly. All right, Mr. Evans. Well, let's talk about this. Okay, if you have a holding company, which let's just face it, this will help everybody. It's an LLC. By the way, you can search the channel. I actually did a video on the holding company. But anyhow, you have a holding company, so we'll call that number one. Number one position. They're not doing anything really. It's called, let's call it Mr. Evans Holdings. All right? That's number one. Number two is going to be anything after that, two and on, is going to be a subsidiary, which is going to be in operations, let's say. So now let's just say Mr. Evans Holding does nothing, collects money. Mr. Evans Holdings also owns majority shares or all shares of the other company. So you're going to control management. All right? Hopefully you're following me there, right? So now you start your operations. Your operations can be it could be an LLC, it could be an S Corp, C Corp. It does not really matter. But if you only have a single member, meaning one person, or if the one person has a spouse, then that counts as one person as well. So you got to write yourself a W-2 in the operations as an S corporation. Otherwise, you're going to end up paying. I'll give you an example. This is for everybody. If you make $100,000, okay, as a single LLC member, you're going to have to pay $15,300 for self-employment. All right. Now, if you wrote yourself W-2 wages of $40,000, you're going to pay self-employment tax on $40,000, which is 15. That's $6,000. The other $60,000 you don't have to pay tax on because it was a distribution. So now you just saved yourself $9,000 roughly. See how it works? So anyhow, that's how you set it up, and then you would do an S corp with the number two, the subsidiary. If there's only two people, it's easy. If you start doing employees or additional shareholders, it starts getting a little convoluted. Now, let's just say you want to do another subsidiary, because this actually is going to come up that I'm going to be doing here shortly. I have something that's going to be coming out, ladies and gentlemen, because this stuff that's going on right here with all these IPOs where these guys are doing insider trading. Well, let's just put it this way. When you know, in my last video on the motivational video, 1%, let me get on screen. You know, 1%, the top 1%ers own as much wealth as the bottom 50% of the people in America. That is a travesty. So again, the top 1% own $34 trillion worth of wealth. The bottom 50% of Americans, that's 175 million Americans and under, are only worth $2 trillion. That's it. All right. So you guys, I'm going to come up with something new. And this is why I used to be the most dangerous man in America. I just can't stand it no more. I'm like a little upset because these guys are literally printing paper out of thin air and acting like they're way ahead of everybody else, when in fact, all they did was they created a company, yes, but that paper, what you call shares, that's nothing. Paper you can shred, that's nothing. You can light it on fire. It's nothing. So the fact that they're able to sell shares to like a Microsoft, to like other companies before the IPO, and then when the IPO comes out, the price is double. So these guys buy the shares at $50, $60, $70, and then 3 or 4 days before the IPO comes out. Then when the IPO comes out, the shares are like 3 times as much. So all of these guys get paid, and they invest 20 million, 50 million, 100 million. It's just not fair. So anyhow, I got something coming, and it's going to be major, and they're not going to like it, but it's all right. Okay. Hopefully you got that crypto. Hopefully that little guidance worked out for you, but that's how you started off. And then every subsidiary does the same thing with the holding company. You always have the holding company own shares of the other company that you start, and you have to be the major holder. Okay. So you control everything. And you also want to, how do I want to say it? You always want to make sure that everything is separate. So each of them have their own bank accounts. Now, you also have to capitalize these things. So you can say your holding company is loaning the other company money, and then you have to pay back the holding company the loan. It's all, just think about it. So if you're capitalizing your company, like let's just say startup costs, right? So you have to go buy equipment or paper or fax machines or phones. It does not matter. That's capitalization cost. So you can say the holding company gave it a loan to capitalize that. And then you have to say, this is all written. It's written. It's an exchange. It's like a loan. So you're saying, okay, we spent $2,000 to capitalize it. That was a loan to the subsidiary. The subsidiary has to pay us back at a 3% interest, and you act like they're all separate entities. That's the key right there. So that'll start you off. That gets you in the right direction. All right. Hopefully that helps it out, Mr. Evans. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. We're back on live in hot, sunny California. Blessings to everyone. Future millionaires are on this channel now. That's right. Joseph Arendon. Glad to see you here. Thank you for being here. That's right. Emerging millionaires in the house. I like that. Right on. Thank you for being here. And sunny Southern Cali. That's right. California kid, but I got to leave, ladies and gentlemen. I can't hang out in Cali anymore. That 10% tax rate, the taxes I pay on home and properties, well, luckily for me, sold properties, but I think I'm going to do the Nevada thing. It was a choice between Florida, Nevada, or Texas. I think Vegas, I like that a little better. I'm still close to Cali. I can still float over there an hour away by flights. I think that'll be the most logical spot. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. George Maple's in the house. What's happening? What's up? Stop struggling nowers. George Maple has that logo next to his name. Thank you for being here. Glad to see it. All right. Mr. Evans, that's right. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't know if we're live for everybody, but it seems like we may be, because not everybody has an icon next to their name. So we could be live to the YouTube Nation. So I might have to run this through OBS next time just to make it for members only. So we'll see what happens. Anyhow, all right. Thank you for that. Loud and clear. Let's go. 10K trade line hit today. Thank you. Boosting my credit. 7 streams of dreams income. Thank you so much for letting us know. And I see an icon next to his name. That's right. Some people have already reported that they got, I'll give it to you this way. One person today said, Urbanomics, he said that it posted on his Equifax December 8th. And another person, I can't remember the name, told me it posted on his TransUnion December 8th. So we're above schedule. We're ahead of schedule because it's not really supposed to post for about another 4 to 10 days. But anyhow, it's already started, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down, just like I was saying for the last 35 days. It's happening. Nobody's stopping us. That's right. Somebody's coming to save you. That's right. And nobody's stopping us. I have a big smile on my face because wait till you guys find out what's coming next. And I can't even let it out the bag. You guys aren't going to find out for about another month. But there's more to this. That's right. By the company themselves, there's more to this. And then I'm going to come with something that's going to enhance it because I just get tired of all these 1%ers getting off on everybody else and trying to leave people on the wealth curve behind. We're going to come up with some wealth stuff. Yeah, government's going to try to stop me in the end, but it's all legal, ladies and gentlemen. So they can't do nothing right now, but they'll change the laws on me later. But in the meantime, for the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to be clocking dollars. All right, so just stay tuned. All right, glad to hear this. Let me put this up here again because there have been some haters who think that it wasn't going to happen. R. Wells, thank you so much. All right, glad to hear this. All right. Coinbase doesn't accept credit cards. I'll have to check into that because I could have sworn in my Coinbase, it allows me to use credit cards. I don't know. I'm from Cali, so I don't know if there might be some locks depending on what state you're in. Maybe they block you from using debit, credit, or things like that. I don't know. Well, there is one other option, D-Trade. I don't really like to say it this way, but the only other option is cash advance, but that's going to cost you 3%. All right, that's one way to do it. Or another way to do it, I'm trying to think how you could load money up, but no, that's pretty much it. You're going to miss out. Right, you capitalize each business 100K, then loan each LLC operating business 10K. Curtis Davis in the house. He knows what I'm talking about, and Curtis Davis has done it, so he knows exactly the game plan. So there we have it. So, Mr. Evans, Curtis Davis, he just did the same thing that I was talking about. Capitalize each business 100K, then loan each LLC operating business 10K. There you go. And if you haven't learned anything by now, it's only paper. It could be paper. Think about it. Play with the big boys. All right. Okay. I'm going to read from that live chat. GH Enrique, welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here this evening. R. Wells. All right. Thank you for the name, R. Wells. Thank you for that update that you're. Let me know, R. Wells, if they posted to all 3 trade lines. Let me know credit bureau. Let me know which credit bureaus, if it was just one or all 3, because apparently they do whatever they want to do on their own. Because like I said, one person TransUnion only, one person Equifax only. So I expect other bureaus to kick in the next 4 to 10 days. But either way, it's happening. It's going down. All right. Thank you at C. Davis. Exactly. Curtis Davis dropping some more knowledge as well, chiming in. The man. Can I loan my first LLC 10K, then pay back slowly to myself? Curtis Davis. You're capitalizing it. So, yeah, you can do that. That's exactly it, because an LLC is a separate entity. So you could, as a person, as a CEO or a member, manager, whatever you want to call it, you could say, I'm loaning the company. The money you're putting in is always a loan to the company. And then you could say you have to have it in writing, though. It's got to be legit. You got to say, yeah, and I'm going to give you 0% interest for 24 months or 2% interest, whatever you want to do. But you're going to have actually have the cash flows coming back out. Yeah, another way to avoid taxes, by the way. I'm just saying. So this is why the rich people don't pay taxes, because what Curtis Davis is actually talking about here, you actually use money, you give your LLC a loan, your LLC pays back the loan with interest. There you go. Simple. All right, New Jersey in the house. Silverman Fox, like I told you before, alumni, Northern, Burlington, junior, senior, high school. That would be me. No plaques on the wall there, though. I left early. Oh, wait a minute. There might be plaques on the wall. I was in ninth grade. We won a few tournaments in the Burlington Township. All right. Let's see. Eric, I got the email about 10K trade line. Excellent. But which email did you get? The welcome email? Hopefully that's the one you're referring to, the welcome email from AG. Does anyone know where I can purchase BTC with a credit card in the U.S. or New York? Nope, not yet. D trade line. Tomorrow night, I'll have an answer for you on the Friday Night Live. Okay? I'll have an answer for you. Did anyone else get tricked into Airbnb? I got a small position, 7. Had planned to take Tesla-like profits on 2 and build on the 5. LOL tricked. George Maple, I got tricked and I bought it 153. I got tricked, George Maple. 153 is what I bought it at. So, but anyhow, this is par for the course, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put this on the screen. This is par for the course. I talked about this before on the motivational video. We talked about this. Okay, all IPOs except for C3, all IPOs in the first, after it comes out, the next 24 to 48 hours, they usually go down. So this is when you take advantage. So as you can see on the screen, I got tricked today because, well, let's just call it, I'm bullish on Airbnb. So I didn't really care what the price was. In fact, I didn't even put in a number. I just said, buy, market rate. That's how crazy it is for me today. I was like, I don't really care. It ended up being 153. So I contributed to Robinhood's, whatever they siphoned off, $1 a share or whatever. Who knows? But anyhow, here we are at $144 right now. So I'm down like $9 per share because I bought it 153. I don't remember. I don't know if it was 153.10 or 153.50. I don't know what the number is. All I saw was 153. So I know I did 153 somewhere. So I know I'm down $9, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm not sweating. I'm not even worried. Because like I said, when Marriott, which is the number one, only has 1.4 units, hotel units, Airbnb has 6. And Marriott's stock is $132. In fact, why don't I just show you guys? This is insane to me. Here is Airbnb, who has 6 million rooms. And here's Marriott. This is insane to me. 131. How is this possible? I mean, come on. This is crazy. And look at what happened after hours. It went up to 134. So they're literally $10 less per share than Airbnb, and Airbnb has almost 4 times the number of rooms as Marriott. This is crazy. So anyhow, that's all I'm trying to say. So yeah, I got tricked into Airbnb too. But it's long-term hold, man. That's what we're talking about, George Maple. Long-term hold, everybody. All right. Let's see. Let's get back to the screen. All right. 7 streams of dreams income. Okay. Equifax only right now. Okay. So you're the second person that said Equifax and 1 person TransUnion. So we're all going to find out in the next 4 to 5, well, let's see, the 12th through the 19th. So we're going to find out in the next 2 to 10 days. There will be other people chiming in. That's it so far. That's right. Okay, I got in at 146, then put a 15% stop loss on it. 15%? George Maple, okay, well, it's not going to go down to 130. That's not going to happen. That would be below Marriott. But I like your thinking. 146 is a great number. I like that. Now we'll just sit back and relax and see what's going to happen, right? We're going to hold this for a year, right? Because we don't want to pay 25% in capital gains in case it's more than 146, right? No, we don't. We want to pay 15% or less. So that's what we're going to be doing. Did anybody catch QS stock? No. Curtis Davis did not catch that. Quest. Let's see. Here we go. Kensington Capital. Not familiar with them either. Let's go look. Here's Kensington Capital, QS. I am not familiar with them. American company that produces solid state batteries. They're using electric cars. My. Curtis Davis always has those little gems. After hours, it started coming down. It's around 70 right now after hours. It's too late for even Webull because they close at 8 p.m. But that's not bad. But look at this. On the upswing over the last 5 days, it's almost doubled. Curtis Davis, Quantum Scape, QS, my man, bringing in some of the gems as usual on the live stream. Man, oh man, oh man. That chart looks so nice. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So as we can see here, this is investment night because there's a lot of things going on. The 50 shares minimum. George Maple. All right. I like to see that. Let's see. Noirf, Seth Kaplan. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here. I am not familiar with some of these. And I have a lot of stocks too. Let's see. Noirf. I'm going to bring this in. Let's go see what we got. You're talking about Norwegian Air Shuttle, ASA. Okay, this is interesting. Penny stock, 12 cents a share, but all of a sudden, in the last 5 days, they've gone up. This is insane. Wow. Another gem by a new person, Seth Kaplan. Welcome to the live stream. I haven't seen you here before, but thank you for being here on a Thursday evening. All right. That is very, very interesting. Norwegian Air Shuttle. Well, Seth, you're going to have to let us know why all of a sudden it starts rising like this. Oh, it's been going down. Let's see what's been happening over the last. Oh, a big drop. Let's see when that happened. March. Oh, yeah, because of the pandemic. So they've been sitting there. So that means Norway. It's out of Norway, it looks like. 9th largest airline in Europe. Wow. Okay. Ryanair, they have conglomerate over there. Nice. 4th largest low carrier in Europe. Nice. Okay. So that means the pandemic is depressing their stocks. Is that what we're saying here? I like it. I like it. I'm building the 50 shares minimum as George Maple on that Airbnb. I love that scenario. Teeny tiny stocks, better returns, Seth Kaplan. Well, that teeny tiny stock, I kind of like the way you're thinking because at 12 cents, that's worth a risk under any circumstance. We throw away $50 all day, every day, so why not? All right, they're the 4th largest, and once the pandemic is over, it makes sense that it would go up more than back up to 30, 40 cents. Let's go see what their 52-week high is. 35 cents, yeah. So 52-week high, no, $4.90. 52-week low, it says, is 3 cents. So, yeah, there's a huge upside once the pandemic is over if they can last that long. And the way Norway's handling it, they give their citizens thousands of dollars a month during the pandemic, so I'm sure they're helping out their companies as well. So thank you, Seth Kaplan. I call that a winner right there. Thank you so much for that. That might be a gem. Hey, let me divide $50 into that. What is that? 50 shares? More than 50 shares. What is that? 40 shares? Yeah, that's like 40 shares, right? Something like that. No, it's more than that. So whatever. I'm going to spend $50 on it. We'll see what happens. All right. Yeah, another gem by Seth Kaplan. And Seth Kaplan, Friday Night Live, we always have a live stream. This live stream was supposed to be members only, but I don't know how to make it members only using StreamYard. So next time we do a members only, it'll be on OBS. But the fact that it wasn't members only, a mistake ends up being not a mistake, because a lot of us found out about NWARF, NWARF, and this has potential once the pandemic goes away. Lovely. All right. Oh, my. GLSI went straight to the moon this week. Exactly, George Maple. In fact, I bought some this morning, and I didn't put out the stock alert because I got that, and I was trying to mess with Airbnb, which Airbnb didn't come out till the afternoon, and I got dividends from 2 other companies. I can't even remember right now because, we get dividends like every 3 or 4 days. All right. Yeah, so I bought some GLSI this morning, by the way. I know it's been up to the moon, so I got in late. But, in fact, let me go show this chart before I get into the Seth's stuff that he's going to be talking about. GSLI stock. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is insane. Uh-oh, what are we doing here? GSLI. Okay, it's not coming up. Let's see. All right. Why is it messing around with this today? This is not what I want to see, ladies and gentlemen. That's not correct. All right. So I don't know what's going on today. But anyhow, thank you for that, George Maple, because I bought some today. GLSI. Yeah, that's what I'm putting in, but it's not happening. I don't know what's going on. But anyhow, thank you, George Maple, for mentioning that. And everybody, you might want to check into that because it has been shooting up to the moon over the last 3 days. Life Sciences, Greenwich Life Science. Here we go. Let me pull this up here. You guys, this is insane. I mean, I don't even know what to say. All of a sudden, I got an alert, and it's like, I was like, why didn't I get this alert like 5 days ago? Look at this. Look at this chart. It's kind of wild. Look at this. This is insane. $5.64, all that. And then all of a sudden, Wednesday, it starts, it's over $100. And then it drops back down, and right now it's at 68 apparently after hours. But this thing went to over $100 in the matter of hours. It was crazy. And now this is insane. So if anybody would have got in early, good for you. We'll talk about a win. All right, Seth Kaplan in the house. Let's see, been trading GRCU. Yep, pot stock in and out, day trading, 30% per round turn. Seth Kaplan doing day trading. Well, I don't do day trading or swing trading, but that's cool. I'm happy to hear that you're winning. That's all we care about. 30% per round, that's pretty good. All right, he's about to give us some more info. Buy at 0.022, sell at 0.028, trade like 500K shares at a shot. I understand you using day trading methods, and you're using the decimal point. I like that. Beautiful. That's how you're supposed to do it, Seth Kaplan. He knows what he's doing. I'm interested in that also. Exactly. Andy Cortez, welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here this evening. I always see you giving comments and accolades, but I'm glad to see you, and I want to give you accolades right now. Thank you for your support for the Stop Struggling Now Nation. I appreciate it. $50 is about 416 shares on NWARF. Oh, there we go. All right, then I'm going to have 416 shares tomorrow. Beautiful. Because that's what I'm going to put towards it, $50. What if it happens, it happens. If it goes up to $2 or whatever, we're happy, right? If it goes up to $1, we're happy. If it goes up to 75 cents, we're happy. But it's going to go up after the pandemic. Let's face facts, right? As long as they don't go broke during the pandemic, we're all good. And $50 is worth the risk. That's a dinner somewhere around here. All right. Try Yahoo Finance, GLSI. Yeah, I had to use Market Watch, ultimately. We had to go to Market Watch for that. Curtis Davis, I appreciate it. That's right, breast cancer, exactly. That's it. That's what the talk was. When they came out, they had greater than expectations for the breast cancer cure. Well, not cure really, but the treatment. So that's why it skyrocketed. So I can't blame anybody for getting in on this, even when it went to 100, 120 or whatever it went up to. But I bought some today, and I can't really tell you what I bought it at. I don't know. So it must have been, I don't know. It must have been at 70. I guess it couldn't have been at 68, I don't think. But it's somewhere around there. It was either 68 or 70. It was somewhere in that neighborhood. So whatever the fluctuation was today, I really don't know. But I was like, nah, let me buy some. I don't care. All right. Let's see what else we got here. HYFM stock IPO. Don't know nothing about it, Curtis Davis. You know that. I don't know nothing about HYFM. Let's go look them up. HYFM IPO. When's the IPO date? Well, we're about to find out, right? Expected price during the week. December 7th? Oh, they're going to price it December 7th. JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, Trust Treasuries. It is expected price during the week of December 7th. So that means it's not out yet. All right. Oh, and it's my favorite marijuana stocks, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Hydroponic supplier. I like it. Curtis Davis, thank you for dropping it. Thank you so much for dropping this. Yes, an IPO for some weed company. You know, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you always got to be in on the ground floor of the future. So they're thinking raises range $17 to $18 ahead of 152. The way things are going these days, if it's $17 or $18, their shares are going to open up around $50 the way this is going. But that would be overpriced clearly. But let's see what happens. Thank you for that. I got to put that on my ticker. Thank you so much, Curtis Davis. Another gem being dropped. There we go. IMMP is another breast cancer stock. IMMP stock. There we go. $5.69. That's affordable. Biotechnology company using the LAG-3 immune system. Oh my, it also shot up. And they're in Australia, it looks like. It was just $2 like yesterday. And now look, $5.69 today. This is insane what's going on in the stock market. I mean, the stock market can go down, but there's winners everywhere. Wow. Lemonade. I've been following Lemonade 2 months. Lemonade Insurance. Yep. Lemonade when it came out, it had big hype. Big, huge hype. Yeah, it's still above when it came out, still. And it's barely moving up, inching its way up. So, yeah, there's a lot of big-time companies that's backing Lemonade. So, I haven't invested in Lemonade myself, but it's getting up there. 52-week highs, 111, 52-week lows, 44, and now it's almost back up to its 52-week high. So, it's doubled from just September, which is very interesting. And Lemonade has been one of them companies that all the analysts thought was going to be at $200 or $300 stock. So we'll find out, but it's moving up, ladies and gentlemen. So now might be a good time to get in. Yes, Silverman Fox, yes, you can. Can I buy stocks through my LLC? Yes, you can. Go to TD Ameritrade. You can set up your LLCs. Most of the time, you can even set up. Okay, I was just getting ready to say Vanguard. So with Vanguard, you can set up your LLC, but they'll only allow you to trade certain things like a mutual fund or index fund. So not all brokerage firms will allow an LLC to trade stocks. So just go to, in fact, why don't we just do this? Let me show you something. You have to, TD Ameritrade, you have to call up though. You can't do it online. Okay. Stock account. Here we go. Watch this. Here we go. Specialty. I'll put it on the screen for you. Here you go. The specialty. All right. TD Ameritrade specialty. In fact, let me do it this way. I'll put it in the chat room. I'll put the link so you can see. This is how you set up your specialty. TD Ameritrade allows you to do a specialty account. So here you go. Right here. See limited liability? There you go. Most popular partnership, corporate, states. But you're going to have to, normally you have to call in. So I guess they just started something new. So it looks like no initials, cash, margin, cash, option, margin, option. So there you go. TD Ameritrade. But other companies will allow you to not only trade stocks, but maybe even crypto, maybe even precious metals. You know, it all depends. There's different companies, but TD Ameritrade, easy setup, man. And your LLC. And if you're going to do that, then set up your LLC to make sure that you have a 401k. Make sure you set it up like it's a 401k. So then that way you can use your any disbursement to you. You can always use that to invest per year. Remember, because you're going to have like $6,000 or $7,000 per year for a traditional 401k. Then if you moved up to an S corp, now that opens up a whole nother can of worms. Not worms, but a whole nother can that you can invest more money based on what you pay yourself. So there's all these little tricks that you can use. And this is why the 1%ers always win, ladies and gentlemen, because they can do stuff like this. So now that he asked about it, you set up your brokerage account through your LLC, and then you claim that as a 401k. Now when you're putting money in there, you can write it off against your personal tax liability. $6,000 a year, right? $7,000 a year. If you're married, you can get more than that. So I'm just saying that's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'm not a tax expert, but I'm just letting you know this is how you do it. All right. So hopefully that helps you out, Silverman Fox. And how do I buy? I know nothing about stocks. Silverman Fox, just stay tuned. You're here. They're dropping gems all throughout the chat. We're dropping gems for you, man. Every Friday night we drop gems as well. So you don't have to worry about it. We got your back on this. Just pay attention. All right? We don't require you to do anything crazy. We'll get your back on the stocks. Don't worry about it. Better yet, just go look at some of the live stream videos and just watch. Well, I know they're like an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, but there's some gems dropped in there. So bottom line of the story, if you want something, I tell everybody straight out. If you open up your account at TD Ameritrade, your first buy should be AT&T. Even though it's 7% dividend on your money, they've been giving dividends for over 50 years. So at least you're getting 7% back on your money. They give dividends every 3 months. It's 52 cents every 3 months, $2.08. And right now they're probably over, what are they at? $30 a share. I think that's what they are. It's moved up. So look, $30.69. All right. So here, I'll show people on the screen. $30.69. That's where we're at. AT&T. And because it's moved up, now it's 6.78% at this price point. All right. Now, there's other places you can go. Like I'm going to use a George Maple special. I call it MO because that actually dipped this week, surprisingly, because it's interesting. But you're getting 8% on your money here. So again, this is how you can get dividend money. Now, if you want to start messing around with some other things where you're actually making investments and you got to hold on to it, we can talk about that too. But That's where you start with. So then you have money coming in. You know you're going to get your 6, 7, 8% on your money regardless of what happens in the stock market, because those companies still issue dividends even during the pandemic. So that's why I say start out with those. I'll even give you something else. Get a Ford as well. That's right. F as in Frank is Ford. They used to give out dividends, and if they started giving out dividends again, you'd be getting around 8 or 9% on your return as well. But they have an upside. And who also has an upside is GE, which I never really talked about. But I bought some GE, by the way, yesterday. So, again, AI, artificial intelligence, electric vehicles and suppliers, autonomous driving, those are the kind of things that you want to get into. All right, let's see. What else we got going on? One Main Financial, OMF recovering. Exactly. I like that stock. This is one that's down and out and rising. Look at this cliff that dropped off. It was at 47. They're almost back to their all-time highs right now. And look what happened in March, down to 19. They've doubled since then. And they're still giving 4% on your money. So that's another way to go. Oh, by the way, Silverman Fox, here goes one for you. Also, AGNC, all right, get around 9% on your money. They issue dividends every month. So this is just basically a dividend play for your LLC. So you know you're getting 9% on your money. All right, so all three of those together, if you did AGNC and you did AGNC and you did AT&T and you did MO, you'd be roughly almost around 8.5% on your money, somewhere in that neighborhood. All right, for a long time to come. Exactly, Curtis Davis. Exactly. Just 5 days ago, AT&T was like $27 a share, so the dividend was actually more like 9%, something like that. It's close. All right, here we go. George Maple, NGA SPAC, working on merger with Leon EV school. But yes, and yes. Oh, he's getting me excited because everybody, you guys, in case you don't know, I'm in love with EV play. All right. I'm in love with that. And here we are. I like it. It's only $15.30. I like it, George Maples. You know that. And you know Lion, look at this. You know that as well. You know how these guys are. Look at this. If you can trade it, if you can get some, but that's Canadian. But anyhow, I like the play by them. So therefore, we have to go with NGA, right? Got to get NGA right now. So I agree with that. Oh, yeah. UAVS. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking about this like, when was it? About a month ago, after Amazon got the drone contract. And this has been going down. It's not been going up, which is the funny part. It's been going down. I mean, it's incredible. So anyhow, time to buy some more. That's all I can say. When we were talking about it, I think it was around 280, 270, something like that. But time to buy some more. It's a drone play, and I'm in drone plays, especially when Amazon gets approval from the government. Silverman Fox, sure, that's right. I'm sure you're saying that's right. That's right, man. Lion also have the universal charging system for these type vehicles, no matter who the maker is. Beautiful. Exactly, George Maple. I like it a lot. That's the same reason why we were telling everybody SPE about 3 to 4 weeks ago. And look what's happened with Switchback. Because ChargePoint, look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy. This is the same reason. Lion is the same reason we were talking about switchback. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's doubled since we started talking about a month ago. Maybe a month and a half ago, we were talking about it. And it was like, actually, it was a month and a half ago because I bought some like at $10 and something. September, but it wasn't September. Must have been intraday. But anyhow, I bought something around $10 or $11. So I don't know when that was. But so at the end of September, we were talking about SBE. So again, you could have been in at the point, SBE switchback. I still think there's room to grow because they are going to be helping out with the charging stations. And Lion does the same thing. So and Lion, unfortunately, I can't buy it because I don't have any way to buy on that exchange that they're on. But we can buy NGA at $15. So that means NGA, if they do the merge and everything worked out right, that means they're undervalued because they should be just as much or a little under switchback. So that's my opinion. Thank you for bringing that up, George Maple. And here I thought you were just a passive investor. Now I find out you're aggressive. George Maple, the one that brought us ARK investing. And look at ARK has been running all over the place, buying up all kind of companies, spending money, all hundreds of millions of dollars like it's water. But you know what? ARK is in all of the stuff we're talking about. Future. That's what they're investing in. Autonomous driving, the ARK funds. And you know what's funny? I don't even think I bought any ARK. Oh, I did buy ARK. I bought ARK F, I think it was. I probably should look it up. But I'm only in one ARK fund, and I should be in 5 of them. So I got it on my list to buy, but not right. I didn't do it yet. But these guys are investing in like the Airbnbs, the C3s. They're doing all of this, the DoorDash and all that. That's what they're investing in is ARK. And that lady Kathy, whatever she's investing in, I'm down. She's awesome. That woman Kathy running the ARK show, woo, she's one hell of an investor. All right, let's see what we got here. George Maple mentioned the charging systems. Silverman Fox, I'm going to get in on WARF. Will cost me 20 cups Dunkin' coffee, 50 shares. That's right. Exactly, Silverman Fox. I agree. I mean, what the heck, man? The upside is worth the 20, 30, 40 bucks, whatever. It's the way I look at it. All right. Oh, man. Leon is the EV maker. They are not on market yet until the NGA merger is completed. Exactly. Okay, that's good to hear because they're from Canada, it looks like. That's awesome to hear, man. Thank you for that nugget, George Maple. Another nugget this evening. George Maple, Curtis Davis, the guy Seth who chimed in. These are all nuggets, ladies and gentlemen, and none of these costing you Airbnb price. None of it costing you DoorDash price. It's a tenth of the price to get in on these, and in some cases, even pennies on the dollar to get in. All right. Oh, man, Stitch Fix. Don't even talk to me about this. Oh, my God. Curtis Davis, yes, the Stitch Fix. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is insanity what happened with Stitch Fix. For whatever reason, this stock has gone to the moon overnight. This is insane. December 8th, all of a sudden it goes from this is crazy, $36 to $50 in a matter of a few hours. This was crazy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you guys will tell me what's going on because I have no clue about Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix, here, let me get Curtis Davis off. Stitch Fix, online personal styling service in the United States. It uses recommended algorithms and data science to personalize clothing items based on size, budget, and style. This is incredible to me. Initial public offering was in 2017. Katrina Lake is CEO. I've heard of a company like this, but it wasn't called Stitch Fix. It was called something else. And I didn't think they were able to make it happen, even though they had everything like under $20 or $15. So this is very interesting why Stitch Fix all of a sudden skyrockets. after its earnings. That's why. They're bringing in the money during the pandemic and they're getting rewarded. And the investors got rewarded handsomely because right now, just over the last 2 days, 62% rise on your money. So what can you can't go wrong there. Man, that's one hell of a move. That's all I can say. All right. Has anybody been in Stitch Fix? Let me know if anybody's been in Stitch Fix. Because if you were able to see this coming from Stitch Fix, you were on top of the stock market. But there's so many stocks. There's thousands and thousands of stocks available. It's hard to keep on track of all of them. So, how can you can only go with what you know, and at least you go with what you're looking at. All right, let's see. Thread Beast does the name thing. Thread Beast. I'm not familiar with that, Andy Ortiz. Not familiar with Thread Beast. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, so let me know. In case we have any new people here, please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about here on this live stream, see us tomorrow night on the Friday night live stream. You'll get more of this and a little bit different conversation. And subscribe to the channel, please. And by the way, I want to thank everybody for being here because you're the part of the reason why we have achieved 10,000 plus subscribers right now. This is an awesome movement that's going on. And every time I do a live stream, I have to say in person, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for your contributions as well. It's a wonderful thing going on as we getting ready for the new 2021. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, while we're talking about this, let's talk about some safety factors. The stock market can't keep going up. Everybody knows this. There's going to be pullbacks here. It's going to be a drop there. So now is a good time to start thinking about those velocity stocks like UVXY. It moved up a little bit today, but let me show you what I'm talking about. UVXY is at around $11. Okay. In fact, I bought some more today myself because let me show you what happens if the stock market goes down. This little uptick here, this is what happened in March. So starting at the end of February, when the stock market started faltering, you could have been holding it just like we're holding it right now at $11. Going along, you don't have to really worry. It's not going to go to zero most of the time. I'll put it that way. It could. But now, because of what happened in March, when the stock market went down, that $11 investment went all the way up to over $100. 10 times your money. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fence, your stocks were losing like 30%. That's the max that happened. If the Dow Jones was at 30,000, the worst case scenario, it went down to 20. All right, that's 30%. But you would have still been winning because this stock right here went up 900%. So you would have been able to withstand your 30% downside if you had enough shares on the UVXY. So this is more or less like insurance. I've talked about this before. TVIXF is in Frank. TVIXF, you can only get on certain exchanges, is another one. And they're like at 20 something right now. But this one is more volatile than UVXY. So let me show you what happened. So here we are again. They were at 14 in January, 16, just humming, no big deal. But now in March, when that thing happened, look at this. 400% on your money, which was the VIX, unfortunately. The TVIX was more than that. This is the VIX. It defaulted to CBOE, which you can get into, like Webull has CBOE. So, but TVIXF, if you can get that, that is more volatile. So in March, it was down to around $25 and it went all the way up to $900 on the 30% drop. So this is why you can sometimes buy shares where it just stays at one level. It'll stay right where it's at because the stock market's not going down, it's rising, but this goes against the stock market. So if the stock market starts going down, these velocity stocks go up. And you want the biggest ones, or like I said, TVIX. Oh, no wonder it didn't come up. Let me go see. I put TXX. Nope. TV, right? Hold on, guys. TVIX. See what's happening here. It's not working for us today, huh? Yeah, it's not going to get me there. Ah, there we go. All right, so we did get there. Hold on now. Let me go over here. All right, so this is TVIX. What happened to it? Okay, hold on. Not there yet. Just a sec. So I guess you guys didn't see the UVXY. But anyhow, you can see what I'm talking about here. It's at $27 right now. It's just staying around here, 26, 25. It went up. But look here. Let me go back to this. Here's the one I'm talking about. Okay, so we're around $50, 40, 40, 40. Then all of a sudden, when the stock market started going bad, look at this. Talk about 1,500% on your money. That's up there. Almost 2,000% on your money, 1991%. And then now, since the stock market went back up from that 20,000, then of course it starts going back down. And now we're back to where we are right now. But this is what I call a hedge. So TVIXF. All right. And then you guys probably didn't see the UVXY because I didn't realize I didn't have it on the screen. But here's the UVXY. And once again, I'll go back 1 year. And this is where it is right now. $10, $11, $12. And then it shot up and it went up to 932% on your money in a matter of a month. And then, of course, it started going back down again. So these are the kind of things right there. You hold these and you just say, okay. And this way you can weather the storm. If something really drops off a cliff, at least you have holding some of these that can offset that cliff drop. And you can not panic. All right. You should never panic because actually the stock market always goes down. It's going to always go down. It'll come back up. 1%ers own 92, top 10% of wealthiest own 92% of the stock market. You don't think they're going to let the stock stay down there that long, do you? All right. Okay, let's get back into it. Okay, Rocket. Yes, we have Rocket. I have Rocket on my watch list. In your opinion, how would the forecast of housing crash affect that stock? I'm not thinking nothing about it, George Maple. I'm holding Rocket because ultimately, whether Rocket goes down $4 or $5 per share or it doesn't matter about the housing market because Rocket's in the business of loans. If the housing market goes down, there will be loans. And you know who's going to be getting those loans? The top 10%ers, the top 1%ers. They're going to be buying up cheap property, so they'll be getting the loans. So they're always going to be doing business. So that's why I'm in Rocket. And Rocket's hovering around $20. So I think it's around $21 right now. Let's go see. Let's go look them up, shall we? Let's go see. I think they're around 21. Yep, there we are, $20.80. That's right. And I'm holding on to them for dear. I'm holding on to them forever. That's just the nature of the beast. I think it'll be, for them, it's going to be good either way. That's what my opinion is of Rocket. So I'm holding on to it. And I bought Rocket. I don't even know. I told people on the members got the tab when I bought Rocket like 4 months ago, I think it was. And it was still, even though it's 2080 now, 4 months ago, it was only like 19 or something, 18. So it hasn't moved that much. But when the economy gets back right, better than it is, then I think Rocket would start rising a little bit more, maybe a movement of about 20% or so. I don't think it's going to skyrocket to the moon or anything, but I think it'll be a steady growth over time. So that's why I'm staying in for the long haul. All right. Thank you for helping people to stop struggling now. D Trade Line, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that comment. That's what we're trying to do here. All right. And I hope everybody that's watching right now can understand these stocks. Some of these stocks we're talking about, they're not even expensive. And by the way, get your free share of stocks down below with Robinhood and Webull. An hour in, and now I remember. But right now, Webull has a special. Whoever downloads the stock until the 14th or downloads the app until the 14th of December, you're going to get 2 free shares of stock. And if you deposit $100 or more, you get 2 more free shares of stock. So just letting you know, now's the time to download Webull if you haven't so far. And then Robinhood, they're still standard issue. 1 free share of stock, and the free shares of stock are issued 7 to 10 days later. All right. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Curtis Davis chiming in with the facts. UVXY by TVIX. Exactly. That's what you should be doing right now while the stock market is at record highs. Got to get a few of those shares. All right. They're cheap. They're $20 on one and about $11 on another. Either way, pick one or the other or both. Andy Ortiz, I got some money. Jumia. Right on, man. Right on. I don't know when you got in on Jumia, but let's go look at this chart because I got, well, people got in a long while back, like about 6-7 months back is when I mentioned when Jumia was getting killed. They were getting killed. And people were like, man, why are you buying their shares? I'm like, because they're like $4. You know what I'm saying? That was insane. So here, let's go show the chart. Look at this. Look at this. We were talking about it way back here, somewhere like it was around $4. So it was around May. We were talking about it, $4 when I was buying some. And I said, hey, let's get this Jumia. In fact, somebody might have mentioned on one of our lives on Friday night or something. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is I bought some at like $3, $4. That's all I remember. Bought some at $5. I bought some at $4, $3. And now look, getting rewarded. 700% on the money. Gotta love it. And 52-week high, by the way, is $40.90. So they're not even there yet. So again, good call, Andy Ortiz. Stay the course. Stay the course. That's all I can say. You guys can see that chart right there by Jumia Technologies. If you now all of you are thinking, man, why couldn't I have gotten in? Yes, you see, everybody, this is part of investing. This is why the 1%ers win. Because most people, the top 10%ers, they win because most the other people are at work. You don't find out about none of this until after the stock goes up. When you see it on CNBC or on the financial news networks, the stock has already risen. It's too late. You have to be one of these people that says, you know what, I'm going to throw caution to the wind. I believe in what I'm going to invest in, and I'm just going to sit back for the next 6 months, a year, and let's see what happens. I'm not going to panic. It's only money. You would have thrown it away buying a TV. Come on. You would have thrown it away buying clothes. What difference does it make? Throw it into the stock market. Who cares? Let's see what happens. In fact, check your garbage tonight and go look at everything you threw away in your garbage and how much that cost you. And just think that you could have put that into some stocks a month ago, and right now you could have 3 or 4 times your money on in some cases. So I'm just saying, these are the kind of things people don't think about, but this is what you got to think about. You want to be an emerging millionaire, that's what you got to think about. I should have said we, my bad. That's right. Yeah, Andy Ortiz, I caught myself because I was saying I myself. And then I was like, oh, man, I'm sorry. We. That's right. Because we're here on the Friday Night Lives. We're here on the chat rooms, on the comment section and videos. So that's right. You have to remember, some of us, I got my info from somebody else probably. So I had to correct myself. But that's right, Andy. And I remember also, Mr. Ortiz, you told me you got some Ford like a few months back when Ford was like $6, $5 a share. So I know you're winning on that front too. Here, let me go show this right here. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. Look at this, $5 down here in April, March. Back here, March, April. Look at this. Plenty of time. April, May. Plenty of time. $5. So if you'd have bought it May 20th, right now you'd have 66% upside on your money. And with the Ford EVs coming out, the Mustang and the F-150, I see nothing but upside. In fact, I bought some more Ford 4 days ago. Even at this price point, it was $9. I bought some more because I'm bullish on Ford. Always will be. They have distribution that I love. Oh, I didn't have it on screen. Here we go. This is what I was saying back here. $4, $5, $5, $4, $5. This is May right here, ladies and gentlemen. And 66% on your money. Even if you would have bought in July, you have 50% increase on your money. This is what I'm saying. You could always win if you know where to look. And if you have time. If you're not working like a slave and you're sitting there saying, hey, I'm at work 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, you have no way to look at certain things that can make you money while you sleep. That's the point. And when Ford starts up, they're saying they got a dividend on here of 6.58%, but I haven't heard them guys giving out dividends, nor have I received any dividends from Ford, because otherwise I tell people I'm receiving dividends. So I don't know why this says dividend yield is 6.58. They suspended their dividends when the pandemic occurred. So that's the real deal on Ford. All right. Let's see. Yep. We did that as well. Andy Ortiz, way to go, man. Way to go. That's right, man. The Stop Struggling Now way. I'm glad to hear it. Going to take $500 from the bank and put it on PLG tomorrow. I think I will earn a little more on my money. I bought some PLG yesterday or the day before. Some more. Are you talking about PLG, the platinum? Here, I'll show people. He's talking about platinum if it's PLG. Not plug, but platinum. So, precious metal stock, $5.17, and look what's happened. Look what's happened in one day. Man, one day. 27% on your money, ladies and gentlemen. And if you were a member of the channel where I sent out the community tab, I told people, I believe it was yesterday, and I bought some on Monday. So let's see. Here's what it was. Just on Monday was, what was Monday? The 6th? Yeah, I think it was. 7th. Monday was 7th. So the price was $3.90, $4, let's say. Doesn't matter. See, look at this. 32% on our money on the upside. Ladies and gentlemen, just in a matter of 5 days. And it's Platinum Metals Group. So let's recap. Oh, man, I did it again. I didn't have it on the screen. All right, so let's recap. Here we go. I bought some. I put a message to everybody. I believe it was Monday under the community tab. So I bought some at $4, I believe it was. Something like that. So we're at 27, almost 28% on our money. So I bought some then. And then even yesterday, I bought some more. So that was the 9th. So that was $4.20, $4.10, somewhere around there. So just in one day, 25% increase in price. So this is Platinum Group Metals. Now, let me explain, in case you're new, economics. Here's how economics works. Economics 101 that they don't teach people right now. When the government prints money, that causes inflation. All right? When inflation occurs, things like metals, precious metals as we call it, platinum, palladium, gold, silver, all of that is a hedge against inflation. So in other words, if inflation goes up, the prices of these metals goes up as well, because some of these metals are used in materials. They're used in phones, like cell phones, for instance. You have platinum, gold, all this little metals in electronics. So that has to be used. So therefore, the price is going to go up, because now it's going to cost more to take it out of the ground. They're going to pay more for bringing it out of the ground. So this is why you get precious metals plays. So you can get BTG, you can get AUY, You can get DRD. These are gold and silver. You can get SVR. Those are ETFs and stocks. Or you can buy the physical stuff. But the thing about the physical is that the physical stocks, the reason why I'm never a real big fan of physical is because I don't get anything. Once I have that paperweight sitting on my desk, with some of these stocks, I get dividends. Like DRD sends me dividends every 3 months. Okay? I think it's BTG sends me dividends every 3 months. So I'd rather have that type of gold play versus the actual physical doorstop, because I don't get anything for that. And by the way, T Tradeline mentioned cryptocurrency. You should have a little crypto as well. All right. In fact, we were talking about crypto 4 or 5 months back, and crypto at the time, Bitcoin was only like 8,000, 9,000. Right now, Bitcoin is 17,000. It's doubled. Ether was $345, $350, and now it's $550, $560. And we were talking about that because why? There's a new thing coming out, Yearn Finance, that if you're holding crypto, you can get loans and lines of credit against the crypto that you have, assets. Okay, so Salt Lending, for instance, as long as you have a 600 credit score and as long as you have $5,000 worth of crypto or more, you can get a line of credit against your crypto. So once again, this is why we were talking about getting into crypto, because in the long run, it's going to be a vehicle that you can borrow against, similar to a 401k. You can borrow against that as well, ladies and gentlemen. That's a whole nother story. We won't get into that right now. But the crypto is another thing if you're going to get into it. So if you're talking about the PLG, let me know, George Maple. But that's a good play. I like it. Some bank stocks, RF, B of A, JP Morgan are up. Yeah, they're all up. Wells Fargo dropped all the way down to 30. What were they? 30? No, 20, 22, 23. And now look, they're almost up to 30. Bank of America was left for dead, like 19 or 20, and they're up. JP Morgan down to 84, they're up. Exactly. Look, banks don't lose, ladies and gentlemen. They're holding your money. They're using your money that you give them to make them tons of money and then give you interest rates of 0.03 or some nonsense. All right, so banks never lose, especially the Fed banks. Eric, look up USPD and tell me, does it say 19% dividend? Never heard of them, man. USPD, let's see. I hope it does. That'd be awesome. No, it's previous close, 19. No dividend. That would have been outrageous for a 12-cent, or no, that's 1 cent stock. Ultimate Sports. Never heard of these guys. But if that is, are you talking about Ultimate Sports? USPD. I don't think you're talking about this. This is USPS. Let's see what's going on here. Did I misspell? USDP. Okay. I was going to say, that would have been interesting. Let's see here. Maybe this is a different stock, $3. It says 11% on your money, 11.5% on your money. I like it. That's over 10%. That meets the criteria. I don't know nothing about USD Partners, but George Maple dropping another gem. Let's see. They've been in business 2014. Oh, they dropped off a cliff in March, just like everybody else, and they just been slow rolling up ever since. This could be worthwhile. I got to find out more about these guys. Subsidiaries, U.S. Rail, West Colton Rail. Oh, my, transportation business. And I see ATI over here. I like it. I like it. George Maple dropping some gems tonight. 11% dividends. I'm in. $3.85, ladies and gentlemen. Less than a cup of Starbucks coffees. Wow. Wow. That's right. Yes, you are understanding. It's 11.53% on your money. I'm going to find out if they're really giving out that dividend, because at $3.85, that's a winner to me. That's almost like PSEC. So everybody that's watching, I always got to mention one of my other favorites, because PSEC still kicking us dividends, 13.4%, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's it, George Maple. I see what you're saying. Robinhood saying it's 19%, but here 11. That would mean, let's go. We're going to go look at something. Maybe they increased the dividend. So that's why it's reflecting on Robinhood. But here's PSEC, a $5.44 stock, and it's giving you 13% on your money, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. They pay every month. I believe it's 6 cents per share. It's 72 cents per share a year. 6 cents per share every month. That's what you get. PSEC. Beautiful. All right. Now let's go look. Let's go look at this. Seeking Alpha. Let me go see if I'll go look up the dividend and see if we got, what was that, USCD? No, that wasn't it. DP, right? I think that was it. USDP, wasn't that it? Yep, that's it. Okay, let's see what's up with the dividends over here. See what they got. Are they saying anything? All right, let's see what the dividend play is. 44 cents annual payout. 0 years, they pay quarterly. Doesn't look like anything different. It's just 44 cents. So Robinhood is incorrect. Let me go see something. 44 cents divided by 3.85. Yeah, that's 11.4% actually. So Robinhood is incorrect. But I'm not going to argue. I'll take 11.4%. I'll take that all day, every day. So thank you for bringing that up, George Maple. That looks like a winner to me. 11.43. I like that 11.43 at $3.85. That means anybody can buy it. All right. Thanks for the heads up on Salt Lending. Have about 8,000 BTC. Exactly, D trade line. That's it. All you got to do. In fact, let me go over there. I'll show everybody else so they can see that it's not something I just made up. It's actually on their website. So, and they do check your credit. But you just need a 600, as I recall. But I'll show you in case they changed it. But here we go. It's down here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. You can see it for yourself. Crypto backed, starting from 5,000. Interest rates 5.95%. Terms from 3 to 12 months. Starting loan to value from 30 to 70%. Zero origination fees. And in case people don't know what loan to value is, if you have $10,000 in crypto or Ether or whatever crypto you got, Bitcoin, they will give you either a loan for $3,000 to $7,000 against $10,000. So there you have it, right there. All right. And so since they don't even have the credit requirement anymore, that's incredible, quite frankly. So it just looks like it's backed by crypto. And somebody don't think crypto is an asset. Well, when you can start getting loans against crypto, that means it's an asset. All right. And there's other places you can get loans too. Like, I can't pull this up. It's not going to come up. I can tell you that right now because their website isn't conducive. But AAVE, I call it AVE, they also do lending. All right. But they do more than lending. You can put your crypto with them and they give you dividends. They'll give you like 8% on your money as long as you leave it with them. I'm not familiar with this because this is something new to me, but they're doing all kind of things with crypto. That's why you have to be in the crypto space. Yearn Finance, YFI has a coin, but Yearn Finance does the same thing. All right. See, here's that Earn right here. Earn performs profit switching for lender providers, moving your funds between. There's Avi. So see all this here that's going on? There's a whole nother world out here, and there's a Yearn Finance that's doing something, lending. The project's in beta. But anyhow, just giving you guys a little heads up. This is why I talked about crypto, because as far as I'm concerned, it's an asset. All right, let's go. Robinhood. Yeah, it's not 19%, it's 11.4. Nat stock going down, man. Nat's going down. In fact, got to buy some more. It's at $3 and something. It's crazy. It's been dropping. But yet, in fact, I got to check out what's going on with these guys because I don't recall getting any dividend money. So I got to make sure they're giving out some dividends still. DHT's giving out dividends still. But Nat has been on the slow take lately. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of our favorites. 14% on your money, DHT. They're still giving out dividend checks. They're giving them out every 3 months. 14% on your money, $5.65, just like PSEC, DHT, 14% on your money. And just so you know, the power of 72, that's what you got to remember. All right, here we go. That's NAT. That's DHT. And apparently I was on screen. So let's go look at this. Then there's NAT, which is $3.50. It's been going downhill. I bought in at 5. I bought some more at 4. Now next week I'm going to have to buy some more at $3.50. Not that I care, but they're giving me 13% on my money every 3 months. But I still going to have to double check my thing because I don't remember them guys giving me anything lately. But then again, I get so many dividend checks, I can't keep them all straight. But DHT, I remember them because I was surprised because I thought they weren't going to give out any dividends. So, but DHT is 14% on your money if you bought now. Some of us bought DHT. Here, let me show you something. Year to date. Some of us bought DHT at like $5, which meant it was 14.5% on our money. And then again, it's hovered down here, 5.18. So got a little bit more percentage on our money. So anyhow, and I might have bought some up here when it was like $6 or $7, but it doesn't matter. I bought some more. So in fact, when you reinvest your dividends, you're buying some more. So that's the easy way to do it. All right, let's see. George Maple, Curtis Davis, always dropping the gems. That's right, Andy Ortiz. You know how they do it. George Maple and Curtis Davis dropping gems every live stream. It's uncanny. Always something new that is affordable, that everybody can invest in. And again, please download the Robinhood and Webull apps. And if you did that already, then please share them with your friends. Because if they download the Robinhood and Webull apps, you get a free share of stock. Come on. All right, Curtis Davis reiterating 5%, 3 to 5 year terms. That's right. DHT stock increasing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. DHT, NAT, they store oil. When oil prices start going up, their prices start going up. It's all good. And when there's an oil war, like what happened between Russia and Saudi Arabia, and then there's a glut of oil, their prices go up then too. So either way, we win both ways. AYU, that's right. Gold and silver play. That's how we do AYU. And I'll show that on the screen. Yamana Gold. Check it out. You buy Bitcoin. Well, you can buy it at Coinbase. That's the simplest if you're in the United States. Otherwise, go to Binance. BINANCE, Binance. That's where you want to buy Bitcoin or Coinbase. Or if you want to do like an ETF, you can buy it at Robinhood. And now you can buy on Webull crypto as well. So again, you can buy in any of those places, but they're not really crypto on Robinhood and Webull. It's an ETF. It just mirrors what the Bitcoin and Ether and all the other cryptocurrencies, it just mirrors what their stock price is and you can buy. But it's not actual coins where you have your own keys and you do anything like that. So if you want the Bitcoin coins themselves, then you got to do Coinbase, Binance. There's a few others too, but those are the ones that I use. So Anyhow, Yamana Gold. This is what we're talking about, Curtis Davis, 1.87% on my money. This is what I'm talking about right here. Here's an ETF like that goes with the mining stock. And at least if I'm in the gold play, I get 1.8% on my money. I'm getting dividends versus if I own gold, I get nothing. It's a doorstop. So I never understood why I'm going to hold that much physical. I'm going to have a little physical because you need I call it 5% or less of physical gold, silver, precious metals physically. Then some other 10% or so should be in online where you have these type things where you're getting at least 2% on your money or 1.8%, whatever the case may be. So that's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So hopefully all business, nothing personal. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here. Yeah, hopefully that answered your question. Go to Binance, Coinbase. Those are the top two places. I mean, there's other places too, but just go there and you'll be fine. Did anybody get FCX? No, I did not. I should have. I did not. I blew it. Blew it big time, actually. Not only blew it big time. Yeah. Mining company. Yeah. Blew it. Like I said, here's the chart. This is what I'm saying. Blew it, Curtis Davis. Blew it. Freeport Mining, Phoenix, Arizona. If you'd have got it in March, even no matter what time on this timeline you got it, you're ahead. And it's still probably not too late. All right. So no, I didn't get in. I blew it. Like I said, big time. I already knew what you were talking about with FCX. But hey, it's another gem, ladies and gentlemen. Is like I said, in fact, you know what I like to do? Let me get a piece of paper. I got to write this down. Because thanks, Curtis Davis. You guys are making this difficult, expanding my stock horizons. I got to get me some FCX on Monday. So thank you, Curtis Davis, for that. Jim, another Jim today. This is awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this up because this was going to be a short video today. So thank you again. Please smash the like button. And you're going to see something new on the channel because since we got past 10,000 subscribers, that allows me to have the Teespring carousel that shows merch. That's going to show merch, whether you have your mobile device or your desktop. I don't know what it really shows on. It's kind of sketchy what they're telling me. But anyhow, the carousel will pop up every now and then and show some merchandise that'll be available for sale. And anybody that purchased any gear, I got a word from the printers that they cannot order the gear. They're out. So that's why there's delays right now. The hoodies, my 3001, which is the material, the cotton that I use from Bella Canvas, not available, only in the worst colors. So the blacks, the gray, the white, and all that, not available. So I cannot ship out any merch to anybody right now. It's a back order because all the printers and everybody around the whole country, around the world is scrambling trying to get clothing items to print on. And so they're substituting using different materials. And even I was trying to get different materials, but then they didn't have it in black or in the grays, and all the colors I need are out. Those are the most popular colors. So please bear with me. I know I have somebody getting a 2XL CEO of my life. Another person's getting hard work. He was entrepreneur. Another person's getting emerging millionaire. I know we can't get it out to you. Other than emerging millionaire, we can do emerging millionaires because I have stock of that. I have stock of other things like no fear, no excuses, no fear. I have that. I haven't even shown you guys those yet because I only have like 7 or 8 of them. And I know if I put them up, then those might run out, and then I'll have the back order for those as well. So I was waiting to see if we can get some more of those built and some of the more of those made. But anyhow, let's see what else we got before we end this live stream. All right, here, Eric, I got shares of Airbnb. Gino, very good, man. Hopefully you got them less than I did. I bought mine for $153, but it's okay. I'm confident that it's worth more than 153. In fact, it should be worth at least double Marriott. Should be over 200 in my opinion. But anyhow, we're going to find out, and I'm holding on to it for at least 1 year. So let's enjoy the ride. All right. Curtis Davis, I got my Emerging Millionaire shirt. Thanks, man. Thank you for letting me know. Glad you got yours. Right on. Thank you, Eric B. and everyone else. Roz knows. Thank you for being here. We appreciate the support. Thank you so much. I'm often find misinformation on Robinhood. I'm starting to think that they are starting to take advantage of the masses of inexperienced investors. Looking at the percent of increase that they show for Airbnb. Hey, George Maple, actually, you're right. This is why I normally do not buy anything on Airbnb at market. I always put in the actual price that I want to pay because that's what they do. They siphon off a penny here, a dollar there. You have to double check all the stuff. Don't take for granted that Airbnb, Webull, M1 Finance, don't take for granted what they have on their platform is correct. They're actually a business. And as far as I know, I have seen Robinhood. When I do just straight market, all of a sudden the price, it could be $10.50. If I do market, all of a sudden I bought for $10.52. They're siphoning off like 2 cents here, 1 cent there, 3 cents there. And when you have millions of people, that's not chump change no more. So they're having multi-millions transactions and you take 2 cents each, it starts adding up to a lot of free money. So, and they're doing other stuff too, like George Maple's saying that they're mismarking the dividend percentages. So you got to do your own independent research, ladies and gentlemen, on all stock investments. All right. Don't take for granted that all these apps are correct. They're not your friends. They're in business. They're a top 1%er in reality. Okay. So what he's saying is taking advantage of the masses. Exactly right. Exactly. In fact, let's talk about this Airbnb and everybody else. In case you guys haven't noticed, if you went to look at these C3s, the DoorDashes, the Airbnb, before they became live where you could buy them, they put on their buy. So now they had people buying, putting in a bid price against themselves. So people were already saying, I'll pay $190 a share. I'll pay $150 a share. So when it comes out, their computers in the back room, they already know how many people are going to spend X amount of dollars. So that's why when the stock comes out, it goes, oh yeah, 150 is the perfect price. That's how they do it, ladies and gentlemen, because we have people out here putting in money saying I'll spend 175 before the stock is even on the exchange. So you don't realize you're giving them information. This isn't all fair. It's not fair at all. All right. The 1%ers, the top 10%ers are basically taking over financially. They don't care about nobody else. So you got to start thinking like them. All right. StopStrugglingNow.com. Exactly. All right. ROBT Intelligence Robotics ETF. Exactly. All business, nothing personal. I love it. That's exactly right. I don't know about ROBT. You know why? Because my next phase is ARC Innovations, ARC FinTech, ARC Technologies. That's where I'm going to be at. ROBT. I'm not familiar with these guys. First Trust, NASDAQ, Artificial Intel. Okay. All business, nothing personal. Dropping the gem in here. Didn't know nothing about them. Look at this. I'm sure they've risen. Yes, they have since March, just like everybody else, doubled since March, 108%, and it's still rising. You guys know how I feel about this artificial intelligence. I'm all in. So I'm going to write this one down too. ROBT for Monday. Beautiful. I like it. Oh, hold on. There's one more too. And robotics ETF. Okay. Exactly. Thank you so much for that, Jim. Thank you so much. Blessings always to everyone. Eric, like always, keep going, sir. Gianna, go sign up with Robinhood and Webull. Been awesome group. Thank you, Joseph Arendon. I appreciate that comment. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody that's contributing and helping out, because that's what makes this thing work. Yep, they bid up Airbnb just like Dash. Exactly. That's why you guys, you should not be putting any information in the apps. These apps are not your friend. They're using that information against you. This is how come the stocks get to open up 3 times, 2 times the amount, because they know people are willing to spend that much. If you were to put in shouldn't even put in anything. Let them put the stock out for $70 like it should have been, and let us all win if it rises. Instead, they just want to jump in and get their multi-million straight off the bat instead of letting everybody ride with it. Can you imagine if Airbnb, Apple, Microsoft, instead of opening up in the 90s or 80s, can you imagine if they opened up today? How much would their shares be? You wouldn't be able to buy their shares for no $7, $10. Them days are over. That ain't going to happen. Their shares would probably open up at $1,000 each in today's environment. Got it at 150 on it. Yep, right on, man. At least you did better than me. I was at 153. So right on. It dropped to 146, 148, but it's a long-term play, man. When the pandemic starts opening back up and those 6 million plus rooms that they have, and 3/4 of them are going to be booked up, and they're doing those transaction fees, it's going to be a beautiful thing. Airbnb opened to the public at 146, but Robinhood is showing 112. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because Robinhood added on to probably another $1 per transaction at the get-go. Can't trust those guys. ROBT invest $24.96 now, $68.35 4 months later. There you go. That's the way it looks to me. Looks on that like it's growing on that path. Sometimes, like new houses, you can bid up stocks. Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. Exactly. It's just like a house. Somebody comes in and says, yeah, the house is worth $500,000. Next thing you know, somebody else comes over and go, hey, I kind of like that. Yeah, but we already have an offer. Next person, I'll give them $520. Next person comes in and they go, oh, yeah, well, 2 people, and it said $520. Well, actually, they don't tell you the number usually, but they'll say somebody went above the price, asking price, so you got to bid some more. Next thing you know, you're at $550. Now, all kind of hell breaks loose, because now you got multiple buyers, and now these people are bidding up the price. Meanwhile, the exact same house is around the corner. I don't get it, man. But anyhow, same thing is happening with stocks, like Curtis Davis said. Just like a house, they're doing it with stocks now. So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I got to run now right now. My voice is getting a little hoarse. So we're going to talk about this tomorrow night a little further and get into some other things. And I'm going to probably give a little bit more insight into this new business venture that I'm going to put out here that's going to be trying to help people. So stay tuned for that and be here tomorrow night at the live stream. And thank you once again for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And and I know it's hard out here because there's a pandemic. There's people laid off. There's people who will never be able to recover their businesses because of this. What are they going to do? They didn't have anything socked away? Well, then you better figure out to monetize yourself and start getting some extra streams of income in your household, because that's the way of the future. Streams of income is how you're going to be a top 10%er. So you might as well get to it tonight and share those Robinhood and Webull links with family and friends so you can get used to it. All right? So with that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.